गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Last week we were looking at the 40th verse. We are in Jnaneshwari Bhavartha Deepika, chapter 18, verse number 41. We have to begin with today. And last week we saw न तदस्ति पृथिव्यां वा दिवि देवेषु वा पुनः सत्वं प्रकृति जैर्मुक्तं यदेभि स्यात् त्रिभिर्गुणैः. And there is not a thing on this earth, not yet, nor yet among the gods in heaven, that is free from these three qualities born of Prakriti. Prakriti has two expressions. Prakriti means nature. Prakriti means Shakti. And what are its two expressions? Manifestation and unmanifestation. When it is unmanifest, it is called Avyakta. Vyakta means manifest, Avyakta unmanifest. And when it is manifest, what is its manifestation? Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. It is Trigunatmika Shakti. It is Trigunatmika Prakriti. It is Trigunatmika Maya. And everything in this creation, what is this creation? As we told you last week, it is micro and macro, the individual and the gods. Which God? All the way up to Ishvara. So, what is Ishvara? Ishvara is the name for Parabrahma Paramatma with reference to unmanifest Shakti. And the same Parabrahma Paramatma with reference to manifest Shakti, which is Trigunatmika Shakti, is called as Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Rajas, Sattva and Tamas. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. See? So, at the relative level, what is relative level? Where there is this Prakriti that is relative. Everything is pervaded by this Trigunatmika Shakti that was seen last week, and now in the and there it was told, it is these qualities which have made one God into three gods, namely Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, and who have created the three worlds, heaven, earth and the nether world, and have assigned different duties to the four castes. They have assigned, because the Trigunatmika Prakriti, is it a chaos or is it perfect order? Question is this. This is what the modern scientists are arguing about. Is it chaos or is it order? Is there a chaos with the sun and the moon and the planets, or there is perfect order? You look at something, when you are in the crowd, it seems the crowd is crazy. Huh? When you look at the crowd, you think crowd is crazy. Suppose I'm on the bridge, the linking bridge, and I see, or you go to Melbourne station, you stand on top at 5:36, huge crowd coming in, going out, coming in, going out, everyone crazy. But you ask any one of them, from up it looks like a big chaos. But you look at each one of them and ask, hey, are you confused or are you clear where you have to go? Everyone is clear. Which door to take, which train to catch, which turn to make. Everyone is clear about their destination. But from far away it looks like chaos. Same way, when we look at the Prakriti objectively, it's then we are incapable of understanding it. It seems like a chaos. But when we are one, meaning what? When within us the prakriti, meaning ida pingla, are integrated, yin and yang is integrated, manasa vacha kaya is integrated, synchronized, then there is perfect order. When you live life contemplating on the prakriti, it will lead to chaos. When you contemplate on what is the source of prakriti, then there is perfect order. You understand what we are saying? Implement it in your day, every moment of your existence. That seeming chaos is actually perfect order. You have to develop that vision, and that vision cannot be developed by looking at the world. It can only be developed by thinking about the cause of the world, by contemplating on the cause. Who is the cause? God. Who is the cause? Ishvara. Who is the God? The Parabrahma, Paramatma. Whichever way, Saguna, Sakar, or Nirgun, Nirakar, doesn't matter. Start somewhere. Then we'll see there is perfect order. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, they have got no confusion as regards the creation. They have got no confusion. Each one is doing his job. Brahmaji is creating, Vishnu is maintaining, Shiva is destroying. And what is Ishvara doing? Ishvara is the Sakshi, he is the seer, he is the overseer of these three processes. He alone is expressing as Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Because his potentiality, the Prakriti or the Maya Shakti, when it expresses as Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, with reference to the Shakti as Rajas, the Ishvara, the Narayana is called as Brahma. With reference to Sattva, he is called Sattva Shakti, he is called as Vishnu. With reference to the Tamas Shakti, he is called as Shiva. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh also are not disturbed by their Shaktis. What are they doing all the time? They are contemplating on their source. Are we living day in and day out contemplating on the source? Or we lose the plot and then find the world, the situations, the family, the possessions, everything is too much to handle. It only shows one thing, that we have moved away from our center. We have moved away from the divinity. The further we are away from the divinity, more chaos and confusion. The closer we are to divinity, complete integration, perfect order. Contemplate now. Find out where we are going wrong in our approach. These are the pointers. Just 2 words. Are we outward focused or are we inward focused? Not inward meaning thoughts, inward meaning the source. It will turn around your whole life. Commit to it. 3 days non-stop. Only 3 days non-stop. I got so many duties, I got so much to do, I have to cook and breakfast and lunch and dinner, and I got to work and this and that. Then suffer. What else? What can you do? You have to find a way. In spite of everything, you have to remain aware of the source. You know how to. You have to just invoke it. You have to have the commitment to it. You must be hungry for it, then it will happen. So now, what are these? In the 41st verse it is told, Brahmana Kshatriya Visham, Brahmana Kshatriya Visham, Shudranam cha Parantapa, Shudranam cha Parantapa, Karmani Pravibhaktani, Karmani Pravibhaktani, Swabhava Prabhavair Gunaihi, Swabhava Prabhavair Gunaihi. Together, ब्राह्मण क्षत्रिय विषाम शूद्राणाम च परंतप कर्माणि प्रविभक्तानि स्वभाव प्रभवैर्गुणैः. Of the Brahmana, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras, O oppressor of the foes, Parantapa, O oppressor of the foes, the duties have been distributed according to the qualities born of their natures. Nature means swabhavaja, swabhava. Swabhava prabhavair gunaihi. How is your swabhav? Is your swabhav sattvic? Is your swabhav rajasic? Is your swabhav tamasic? Is your swabhav a mixture of sattvic and rajasic? Is your swabhav a mixture of rajasic and tamasic? Is your swabhav only tamasic? All these add permutations and combinations bring about the, in general, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. So is Paramatma Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra? No. Is Ishvara Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra? No. They are not. Is Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra? No. Then why are we studying about this Trigunatmika and its effect? Because we have to start from where we are. We have to start from where we are. Who are you? Unless you don't know, many people have this big ego. I'm a Brahmin, I'm born in a Brahmin family. Our generations, this statue has been coming in our life, and in generations we are devotees of this Swami. For generations we are giving donation to this temple and doing the Rudram and this and that, and they are so proud of that, and maybe the whole town keeps them on the top of their head and moves around. But is that equal to Brahmin? Only doing puja and havan. Who is a Brahmin? The sattva quality. So first we are seeing here that the duties have been distributed according to the qualities born of their nature. So according to the nature of each, then their name has been given. When you observe in someone, you don't say to a child that he is a doctor. No, if you see the symptom, this fellow is a bookworm, this fellow is going around makeshift stethoscope in his ears and going around checking, and he has not given it up after even 10, 12, 13, 14 years. He's still interested in those subjects, not because you are forcing him or anything, just naturally. And then you start suspecting maybe he wants to become a doctor. When he was born, did you know he wanted to be a doctor? No. So only through symptoms you come to know, only by observation. Someone is good at tinkering with things, someone is good at carpentry, someone is good at brickwork, someone is good at jack of all trades. Some become actuaries, statisticians. See? Some become good for nothing like us. So whom do you call them? Sannyasi. Chala, good for nothing. सिंपल, कहीं का नहीं रहे, कहीं के भी नहीं रहे हम. So, same way with Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, when you see those symptoms in a person, you will come to know that such a person is a Brahmana by Swabhav. By nature, he is a Brahmin. Oh, but he was you say that he is having this type of Swabhav. We are seeing these symptoms, but his name is Ahir. He is a Shudra. Your understanding of Brahma, Kshatriya, Shudra, that is by way of birth, from parent to child, our scriptures do not accept it. We do not accept. Scriptures do not accept it. We only look at, what do we look at? Guna and karma. What is the quality, and is that quality, suppose it is sattvic quality, if that quality is there, is it expressing in action? A Shudra goes begging. A sannyasi also goes begging. So are they both beggars? Are they both beggars? A beggar is called beggar because he is lazy, he doesn't want to earn, he doesn't want to work, he shies away from hard work. So he is called a beggar, a leech. A sannyasi, he is also begging. Is that called begging? Or is it called bhiksha? It is his right, it is his duty to ask for food, ask for bhiksha. A Shudra's duty is not to beg. A Shudra's duty, it doesn't come in that jurisdiction. That is an escape for him. Whereas for a sannyasi, it is tapasya. So a sannyasi, if he is sitting and lazing around under a tree like Dattatreya Maharaj, has he become a Shudra? Because Shudra also does the same thing. He doesn't want to do anything, he doesn't want to work. Dattatreya Maharaj is also not working. He is just lying down in his young age. So is he also lazy? No. But he is absolutely aware. Shudra is not aware. He is lazy with alertness, with awareness. So there is interpolation. But we have to recognize, must have the eye to recognize, and next few verses will teach us that. Jnaneshwar Maharaj says, Te chari varna pusasi zari kona kona tari jaya mukhya brahmana dhure ka ye rakshatriya vaishya donhi tehi brahmanachachi mani ze mani zete vaidika vidhani yogya manavni चौथा शूद्रुजो धनंजया वेदी लागू नाही तया तरहि वृत्ति वर्णत्रया adhinatayachi. He says, if you ask me which are the four castes, the Brahmins are the foremost. Among them, two other castes are Kshatriya and Vaishyas, who enjoy the same high position as the Brahmins. These three are authorized to perform the Vedic rites. O winner of wealth, the fourth caste, consisting of Shudras, is not so qualified and has to depend upon the other three castes. Our Chaturvarnya system, it is a self-accepted system. Those who accept the Chaturvarnya Varna, and that as the basis of humanity, They are called Sanatana Dharmis. If you do not accept Chaturvarnya, then you are not a Sanatana Dharmi. Sanatana, eternal. Dharma, religion, righteousness. So if you call yourself a Hindu, you call yourself a Sanatana Dharmi, and you are proud of it, then we must be equally proud of accepting that at the relative level, at the worldly level, everything is divided into every human being is either a Brahma, Kshatriya, Vaishya or Shudra. And there is no competition between them. Each one is only because of his qualities and symptoms. We have seen that. And we need, in any society, we need all the four. You need the thinkers, you need the managers, you need the financiers, and you need the daily wage worker. He worked for 3 days, he enjoys for 7 days. Aussie lifestyle. First 4-5 days, finish the money, then go begging. Hey, can you borrow me money? Can you borrow me money? So, no society is complete without the four. No organization is complete without the four. No government is complete without the four. See? It's not that Prime Minister is a Brahmin. Prime Minister is Kshatriya. But he will have a team of consultants, he will have a team of advisors. They are Brahmins. If they are truthful, if they are correct, then Prime Minister will not go wrong. If they are corrupted, then the whole government collapses. Australia situation, every 2 years new Prime Minister. What can you do? See? Continuing. तिये वृत्तीचिया जवळिका वर्णा ब्राह्मणादिका शूद्र ही की देखा चौथा झाला जैसा फुलाचे निसांगाते तातू तुरंबिजे श्रीमंते तैसे द्विजसंगे शूद्राते स्वीकारी श्रुती ऐसैसी गा पार्था हे चतुर्वर्ण व्यवस्था करू आता कर्मपथा यांची या रूपा जेही गुणी ते वर्णचारी जन्म मृत्यूची एकातरी चुकोनिया ईश्वरी पैठे होती जिये आत्मप्रकृतीचे इही गुणी सत्वादिकीतिही कर्मे चौघा चहू ठाई भांटिली वर्णा. He says, Jnaneshwar Maharaj says, but because these Shudras are closely connected with the three castes, they are reckoned as the fourth caste. So all people who are not Brahma, Kshatriya or Vaishya, they come into the category of Shudra, and they are supported by the Brahmanas, Kshatriyas and Vaishyas. Who are these people in today's world? They are all the people on dole. They are the ones who are supported. Who are they? Shudras. The worker in a Brahmin's house will be a Shudra. The worker in a Kshatriya's house, Das, Dasi hoti thi na purane zamane mein. Servants, even India, even today it is there. All coming from that caste. In Vaishya's house also. See? And yes, there is no doubt, any Shudra can raise his status if he develops those qualities and puts into action and raises his swabhav. Valmiki ji raised his swabhav from a killer to a saint, isn't it? So are we all moving in that type of direction? to the worthy goal? Is it in front of us? Are we growing? Are we maturing? Are we more calm in our mind? Are our senses contented? Or are they continuously seeking something? As we grow, these qualities, and then among the Shudras, you see, Kabir Das is there, our Nisargadatta Maharaj is there, many saints. Uh, Gora Kumbhar is there, Namdev ji is there. They are all from the lower castes. See? But we are happy only because we are born to a Brahmin family or a Kshatriya family or a Vaishya family. But no qualities to display. Kshatriya family. Kshatriya means the one who commands. कुत्ता भी नहीं सुनता हमारी, तो क्या क्षत्रिय हो गए? घोड़े को बोला घोड़ा ड्रॉप्स यू डाउन, क्या क्षत्रिय हो गया? अभी देखते हैं, all the qualities will be told now. So he says the scriptures have included the Shudras in the castes as they have close connection with the twice born, in the same way as the rich smell the flowers of a garland along with its thread. I'll explain. Such is the arrangement of the four caste system. I shall now tell you their respective functions, by performing which these four castes escape from the pair of scissors in the form of birth and death and attain to the Supreme Self. Okay? Now what is it? What is the purpose? Each person, remember, each one of you who is listening, by birth, we are going to turn out the way you have turned out. What is that? By birth, from the moment you started, you don't like Karela. What is the reason? I don't know. I just don't like it. Another person, I don't eat bananas. Why you don't eat banana? Banana is healthy, man. It is gold in the morning, silver in the afternoon, iron in the evening. You should not eat. No, but I can't even look at it. But what is wrong? I just don't want. Can't handle it. There is no reason. Some people are natural leaders. Some people are naturally oriented towards dhyan and control of senses. Some people have a natural flair for making money. And some people have a natural flair to be lazy in every situation. It is a natural flair. That has been recognized and jotted down. That's all. And every person on this planet, every person can be categorized into one or the other. See? But what, now you are born like that. You are born like that. Whether you are born in a Brahmin by birth, you take it, or by guna karma, you take it. But is your purpose in life to continue to maintain the Brahman, that I am a Brahmin, touch my feet, I am a Kshatriya, don't mess with me, I am a Vaishya, take loan from me and give me more interest than I given you the money, and I am a Shudra, don't give me any work, but I want everything that you have? Is that the purpose of classifying the four castes? No. The purpose, so this is a recognition, it is an observation that by swabhav, by nature, people are of these four types. Now, how can each one remaining in whatever swabhav you have. You cannot change your swabhav, can you? A woman cannot become a man. Her swabhav is to be a woman. If a person is a commanding person, you cannot change that commanding. It's a natural flair in him. How can you use that swabhav or that varna to go beyond the varna? That is the purpose. The purpose is not to prove that Brahma, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra is true and we have to live by that. All that is okay at the relative level. But we are in the 18th chapter. The chapter is Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. We must develop enough dispassion towards these four varnas also, or whatever varna you have come in and born in. In the Sikh religion, those people who want, they are given Gurmukh. Gurmukh means the Jnani in their system. He phukophies the mantra in their ear. Phukophies means utters. And from that day, they are told, because all Sikhs were once upon a time Hindu, they were following Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Now they are told that, what are they told? I just remember 2 or 3 things. One thing he was told was that from now on, you will not classify the society as Brahma, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. When you are looking for a husband for your daughter, boy for your daughter, lucky she found herself. But if you are looking, you will not discriminate because he is from a lower caste or a higher caste, nothing like that. There is no good time or auspicious time for you from now on. There is no, any time is auspicious time. What is it? You are going beyond the castes, you are going beyond the time. Every place is auspicious, that will be your disposition. You are going beyond the space. नहीं तो तीर्थ क्षेत्र में ही जाके हम शादी करेंगे. Now one boy is here. He wants to get married. Parents are saying 2 years they found the girl, everything is, engagement is done, but he wants to get married only in Guruvayur. And 2 years lockdown, delayed. But he is adamant. They said, "Arey, at least court marriage kar le." Nahi, court marriage. Who cares about court marriage? I want to get married in front of Guruvayurappa. But when you get Gurmukh, then anywhere is all right to get married. Under a tree, behind a bush, inside the room, on top of the roof, anywhere. All is auspicious. Under the sky. See? And like this, there are few more points I can't remember. So basically, everything that you are attached to as a system, which you had taken as a reality, that is taken away from you when you become Gurmukh. Exactly the same way as a sannyasi. But in Sikh religion, they are married. They are married sannyasis. If they become Gurmukh, they are married sannyasis. Like in Swaminarayan, there are 2 paths, two organizations within Swaminarayan. One is pure sannyasis and the others are grahasthas who are living as sannyasis. See? And who are we? The confused one. Sannyasis but living in house. Confused. Sannyasis out here. See? So here, such is the arrangement of the fourfold caste system. I shall now tell you their respective functions, by performing which these 4 castes escape from the pair of scissors in the form of birth and death. So, how can we, whatever our natural swabhav is, propensity is, not propensity, that is involvement in the world, but our swabhav, our nature is, how can we utilize that nature in order to be free from the cycle of birth and death, from the transmigration? How do we become Jivan Mukta? That is the main point, because purpose of life is only one. Purpose of life is not to copulate, have children, work like a donkey for 25 years, and after that remain attached till the last breath to your children and grandchildren. That is not life. Life is to expand, to be the infinite one while living, not after death. Nobody knows what happens after death. Do you know? Please tell me. See? And to attain to be free from the form of birth, from to from the pair of scissors in the form of birth and death, and attain to the Supreme Self. The main purpose is to attain the Supreme Self. Attain means what? To realize that I am that. It's not that I am going to attain means I'm going to catch it, I'm going to grasp it, I'm going to comprehend it. Nothing. You will vanish. It is the attainment is similar to the waker attaining sleep. The waker vanishes. The seeker attaining the Supreme Self, the seeker vanishes, and in its ways the Supreme Reality, which is ever awake, reveals. Because you are that essentially. Tattvamasi. These functions have been distributed among the four castes according to the three qualities of the Prakriti. So what are the symptoms that will help a Brahmin to break the clutch, the entrapment, how to break loose from birth and death cycle and attain Supreme Self? How will a Kshatriya break through his Swabhav and attain through his Sabhav and break through the attachment to the body which leads to birth and death and attain the Supreme Self? And so also with Vaishya and the Shudra. How? Our problem is the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. I am a Brahmin. Acha, ye kya kar raha hai? Who are you? Sannyasi. What is he doing? Oh, he's got a new Lexus. I think I should also buy one. So what should I do? I should start charging the classes. Then I'll start getting money. Now what is happening? Sannyasi tyage naike amritattva manashuhu. Now suddenly he is becoming a Vaishya. Comparison, competition. What is? Oh, he's got a wonderful wife. Why did I take sannyas? I should also get married. All this knowledge that I have, whom will I give it to? I got no child, I got no uttaradhikari, I got no child of my own. Whom will I give it to? Chalo, get married. All this will go to waste otherwise, yaar. So much tapasya, so much contemplation, all this will go waste. I can't let it go to waste. Then what do? Give up your sannyas, come back to Grahastha. When we follow not our dharma, what is our swabhav? When we do not follow our dharma or our according to our swabhav and try to copy someone, then we create a big problem for ourselves. we create a big problem for ourselves. You have not done what you are supposed to do correctly, and you are trying to do what is you can never do because your acumen is not there, your aptitude is not there for doing that. You are only doing it out of jealousy, out of competition, out of comparison. And result is frustration, result is depression. And ultimate result, with that frustration and depression, you continue to transmigrate. You will never escape the cycle of transmigration. Goal is escape the cycle of transmigration. Goal is, and why is transmigration? Because I think I am the body. Until unless I don't break break free from this body identification, for that some different thinking is to be inaugurated within ourselves. See, because whatever we keep doing, what we have been doing, if we keep doing that, we'll keep getting the same results. And if we are not happy with the same results, then we need to change our tact. We need to change our approach. Approach can be changed only when you are knowledgeable. So now here you will be, the knowledge will be, it has already been given. The sattva, rajas, tamas, how a jnani is, how the buddhi is, how the karta is, how the karma is, how the karma phala is, how the dhriti is, everything was given. From 826th verse, जैसे बापे जोडिले लेका वाटिले सूर्य मार्ग पाधिका नाना व्यापार, यही है ना? करेक्ट है ना? हाँ, नाना व्यापार सेवका स्वामी जैसे तैसी प्रकृतीच्या गुणी जया कर्माची वेलभावणी केली आहे वर्णी चहूरिही तेथ सत्वे आपल्या भांगी समीन निमीन भागी दोघे केले नियोगी ब्राह्मण क्षत्रिय आणि रजपरी सात्विक तेथ ठेविले वैश्यलोक रजची तम भेसक तेथ शूद्र ते गा ऐसा ये काची प्राणीवृंदा भेदू चतुर्वर्णधा गुणीची प्रबुद्धा केला जाण मग आपुले ठेविले जैसे आई तेची दीपे दिसे गुण भिन्न कर्म तैसे शास्त्र दावी तेची आता कोण कोण वर्ण विहितांचे लक्षण हे सांगो एक श्रवण सौभाग्य निधी. He says, Jnaneshwar Maharaj is saying, just as a father divides his property among his sons, or the son shows the different paths to different wayfarers, or the master assigns different duties to servants, so the three qualities have distributed the functions among the four castes. We are talking about this, swabha. These functions determine the swabhav of a person. Huh? Has anyone seen three gunas? Has anyone seen three gunas? Then why are we talking about it? Has anyone seen sleep? Can you know you are sleeping when you are sleeping? No, na. So only after waking up, what is the symptom? That I am fresh. Equal to I had a good night's sleep. Isn't it? Has anyone seen the mind? No. But you think that it is there. Has anyone seen Trigunatmika Maya? Sattva, Rajas, Tamas? No. We can only come to know this only through the symptoms, only through its expressions. See? Just as the sunlight expresses as the Vibgayoric colors, the 7 colors, the gold expresses as the various ornaments which can be used. You cannot wear gold, you can wear only ornaments. Same way, here Jnaneshwar Maharaj says, just as sun shows the different paths to the wayfarers, sun is one, but is showing for every seeker, for every Tirthayatri, he is showing the way where he has to go, revealing the way to him. Or the master assigns different duties to the servants. Master is one, servants are many. But he alone tells you clean the car, you clean the bathroom, you clean the kitchen, you do the vacuuming, you do this, you do that. So the 3 qualities, so this Sattva, Rajas, Tamas have distributed the functions among the 4 castes. Understand one thing, when it says these 3 qualities have distributed, these 3 qualities are what actually? What are these 3 qualities actually? It is the Avyakta Shakti, unmanifest power. That unmanifest power, Shakti, Prakriti, Maya, is now expressing as Trigunatmika Maya, is expressing as Trigunatmika Prakriti, is expressing as Trigunatmika Shakti. See? Understand it in this manner. Many ways you can look at it, but if we look at it in this manner, it will benefit us. And that's why Jnaneshwar Maharaj is giving us these examples. There the Sattva quality divides itself into 2 irregular parts and creates the Brahmins and the Kshatriyas. Who is Brahmin? Brahmin is Shuddha Sattva, is pure Sattva. Afterwards he will tell what is Sattva quality and what is Rajasic quality, but right now understand. Brahmin is, what is here is telling, there the Sattva quality divides itself into 2 regular parts and creates the Brahmins and the Kshatriyas. The Vaishya caste came into being through the mixing of the Sattva and the Rajas qualities, and the Shudra caste was formed out of the combination of the Rajas and the Tamas qualities. Some masters say it this way, some others say that the Brahmins are only Sattva, Kshatriyas, they came from mixture of, suppose we say 100% Sattva is equal to Brahmin. Then what is Rajas? Rajas is 60%, 70% Rajas and 40%, 50% Sattva. Then what is Vaishya? Vaishya is little bit. How much? 20-30% Sattva, 30-40%, 50% Rajas and 20% Tamas. And what is our Shudra? Shudra is 100% Tamas. Here he says the sattva itself divided into Brahman and Kshatriya, but we don't see Kshatriya, all the Kshatriyas fully disposed to knowledge. We don't see now. So therefore I am saying that more rajas means dynamism. Dynamism is equal to activity, whether at manasa, vacha, kaya. If a rajas fellow, if that activity is guided by sattva with purity, then it will take one into the right direction. But if it is only activity for the sake of activity, it leads to exhaustion. I cannot give a lecture without invoking rajas. And I cannot maintain the focus, the equanimity, the poise along with the focus and keep maintaining this level of communication without a calmness which is coming from sattva, without the focus on the higher. If I only speak for the sake of speaking, meaning I only speak to teach you, not to abide, then I'll get exhausted very fast. Then I'll get irritated by if anyone disturbs me. Why? Don't you listen what I'm telling you? Listen to me. Quiet. Sit down. Shut up. Listen. So what is giving us, what is giving you, me at this moment the stamina to remain focused? It is the sattva which is giving that stamina to be in silence. That inner silence, in your case, inner silence but listening. In my case, inner silence but speaking. Both is activity, listening is also happening, it is at the sensory level. Activity is rajas. But what is the backing, what is the foundation of rajas? It is sattva. When it is that way, wonderful king, wonderful prime minister, wonderful ruler, wonderful manager, wonderful CEO, if this is the case. But if the case is lot of dynamism, all the knowledge is little bit of knowledge, 20-30% knowledge, the sattva is also there. But there is an interpolation of tamas also. Such a person, what does he do? He uses the knowledge, he uses the dynamism for what? Not for the greater good. He can never do the greater good. Why? Tamas. He will help his family, he will, all politicians who are helping their family, helping their pockets, amassing huge wealth, never think about the society at large, increase their salaries every year, but common man's salary they don't increase. This is all what? Rajas with a little bit of sattva, but now tamas has started affecting the rajas. Now come to Vaishya. If Vaishya has more sattva and rajas, here it is told, Jnaneshwar Maharaj is saying, who is Vaishya? A mixture of rajas and sattva and rajas. So if his acumen is naturally, all craftsmen etc., they come into Vaishya category. Farmers come into Vaishya category. So now you go into the Marwadi families, you go into the Agarwal families, the traditional ones, who have been, for generations they have been in that profession. You will find they are very, very God-fearing. उनके घर में, मारवाड़ियों के घर में, अग्रवालों के घर में continuous the Ramayana or this is going on. So they have the knack of making money, Vaishyas, or producing whatever they are supposed to produce. But it is done and there is no arrogance about it. Why? Sattva is there. And they don't sell it or they don't use it that chalo make hay while it lasts, pata nahi aage kya hoga. No, not like that. They don't take people for ride. Like today's sahukars and today's business people. In general, I'm taking up negative types are always, there are good and bad in every society. We are just talking about symptoms here. Symptoms are how the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, how these three Sattva, Rajas, Tamas have gone into making these four Varnas. Varna means color. Brahmana is white color, pure. Our Kshatriya is red, full of courage, dynamism. Vaishya is yellowish, and our Tamasic is, our Shudra is black. Nothing wrong. Without black, without darkness, you will not go to sleep. It's equally important. And without white, without brightness, you will not wake up. You need all of this to make a harmonious society. See? In this way, O Arjuna, O wise Arjuna, through the entire humankind formed a single group. They were divided into four different castes because of the three gunas. So all human beings, what are human beings? Five senses, heads, arms, chest, torso, genitals, legs, thighs, calf muscles, toes. Every human being is like that only. Human being, as I am a human being, you are a human being. You are not a different human being. We are all come under the category of human being. Then there is a division. You are a woman, this is a man, and this is a woman. That is from the physiological sense. But all human beings then, by these three gunas, were divided. The body is also made out of the three gunas only. That we have seen somewhere in one of the chapters. But now we are talking about that these human beings are divided into the four categories of Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Okay. Caste because of the three gunas. Then just as a lamp shows a thing in the dark, so the scriptures show the functions as differentiated by the qualities. O lucky Arjuna, I shall tell you what the distinctive functions of those four castes are. Don't try to copy the other caste. We get carried away. Why? Because we want to survive. We migrated to Australia, you know. Who migrated? Parents migrated. Did it matter to you whether migration was there or not there? No. But they migrated. Now, here, what you have to do? I have to survive. What do I do? I will kill. I'll loot. Easy money. I'll gamble. Even faster money. I'll learn some profession in some in the TAFE or in special schools. What will you do? What were you doing in back in India? I was a farmer. Okay. What were you doing? Oh, I was a teacher. What about you? Oh, I was a manager. And all three discussed and they went into TAFE. One became a carpenter. Why? Oh, out there carpentry has lot of money. The other said carpentry, yeah, very good, very good. You continue, man. What have you decided? No, I don't know what to do, man. I don't know. Says, no, I know what. I will be a plumber. They say in 2 years, 3 years, you can build a house. Paid off. So I'll do plumbing. Third one, what will you do? Oh, I'll become electrician or a bricklayer, bricky. Good money in that. But what were you back in India? Something else. Now here, why you are taking up these professions? Going below. There you were a teacher, now you are ready to be a bricklayer. Why? Question of survival. Why can't you be a teacher? Continue teaching. Because attention is not on the higher. Attention is on falus. Attention is on how quickly I can build a house, how quickly I can amass more wealth. So now, from the next verse, we'll find out what are the qualities or what are the distinctive functions of a Brahmin, of a Kshatriya, of a Vaishya, and of a Shudra. And what should we do? We should continue to express in that through those functions one can attain the freedom from birth and death and attain the self. But when you try to copy the other fellow, which is contrary to your swabhav, which is contrary to your nature, you may be successful if you follow someone else's profession, but you are going against your swabhav, against your nature. And such you will experience. Some people may experience some in certain areas. There is an emptiness in your heart. You feel something is amiss. That in spite of doing everything, there is an emptiness inside. There is no contentment. In parties, after a few drinks, you may say that if it comes to me, I'll give up everything. But you never give up anything. Why? We are ready to prove something. But we are trying to prove to whom, for what? There is nothing to prove to anyone. Some people say, oh, I came from such a poor background and see today I am a self-made man. Whom are you trying to prove? Did you make it all by yourself, or was there a higher force which was guiding you through? Forgetting that higher force leads to big ego, arrogance, pride, and that itself is downfall of man. See? In the 42nd verse, he says, now it's I don't know which one it is. This is the Brahmana. Shamodamastapah shaucham, kshantirarjavamevacha, jnanam vijnanamastikyam, jnanam vijnanamastikyam, brahma karma swabhavajam. Together. Shamodamastapah shaucham, क्षान्तिरार्जवमेव च ज्ञानं विज्ञानमास्तिक्यं ब्रह्म कर्म स्वभावजम्. He says in the 42nd verse, Dama, Shama, self control, Dama, restrainment of senses, Tapa, austerity, Shauch, cleanliness or hygiene, purity, Kshanti, forgiveness, Arjavam, forwardness, or an upright nature, then jnanam, which is knowledge, and vijnanam, a realization and belief in God and the way to it. The technology also is known by the one, are the vijnanam astikyam brahma karma swabhavajam. These are the swabhav of the brahmanas. These are the functions. Okay, here we will not just take as swabhav is the functions that they must be involved in. Now you come, many people, one or two people have come to me in India. Swamiji, I got such a huge land in Dehradun many years ago, about 12, 13 years ago. Swamiji, I got a huge land in Dehradun and I want to build a nice ashram, and I am not for this organization or that organization. I'll make it open to all organizations. They can come and conduct their courses there. They can do the retreats. I said, fantastic idea. Swamiji, can you guide me and can you help me to can you be the resident Swami there? मैं ही बेवकूफ मिला हूं क्या? गधे और नहीं मिले तुम्हारा बोझा ढोने को. So I become the property manager and he enjoys the profit. Why should I get into any property management? If I wanted property, I would have done my own. 5-6 years gone in construction of that whole thing. What will I be doing? How many donkeys of wraith have come? Wraith means sand. How many donkeys in India? In Dehradun, all the sand and bricks, they come on the donkeys. They don't come in trucks. So you have to calculate the donkeys. Acha, 20 donkeys came today of wraith. No, I sent 25. No, lage raho Munna bhai. What? Counting the number of donkeys that are coming. यही रह गया है. So Shama is, so Brahmana, the Brahman, he must be involved in the functions of, what are the functions? He must continuously engage himself in control of senses. He must continuously engage himself in control of mind, meaning keeping it quiet. He must continuously engage himself in tapas, austerity, forbearance, not be affected, not be disturbed by heat and cold, hunger and thirst, likes and dislikes, praise and insult. Remain undisturbed. Who cares, man? Tapa, shaucha. Shaucha is purity, hygiene, cleanliness, where outside and inside. Outside, wherever you live, your room, your bed, your chair, your table, everything should be clean, neat, hygienic, in order. ये नहीं कि the moment you come into the room, the one chappal goes this way, the other chappal goes that way, the underwear goes and hangs on the fan on the top, and the banyan goes and hangs on the pedestal fan, and the kurta comes out and it hangs on this lamp here. I've seen such houses of sannyasis also, or the rooms where they live. In the name of there are uh, there are certain types of Brahmins. They take bath, and in the wet towel they will sit in front of God and pray to God and do the puja. And they are so fixated, I think Iyengars, they are so fixated with that habit. Now in India the weather is different, man. And in Australia also they do the same. I know one family. And then he started getting pain in his knees and pain in his hips and everywhere. Cold, wet towel, pancha, the patla wala, mota nahi, patla wala, thin one, cotton. And that water is everywhere. Carpet is wet. Then he removed the carpet, put the tiles. Tiles are cold. Can't wear socks also. Why? I am doing puja. I can't wear socks. Then what you have to do? Sit wet. They think that is Brahminism. To be a Brahmana, the functions are control of mind, control of senses, forbearance, no disturbance, no complaining about anything at body, breath, mind, intellect level. Then what is the next one? Kshanti, Shaucham, purity, cleanliness, outside and inside. Keep your area clean, keep your body clean, keep your mind clean. Unwanted desires, pluck them out the moment they come. How do you do that? By continuous remembrance of the Lord, by living a life of awareness. Then comes Kshanti, a Brahmana. His function is not to hold a grudge against anyone, ever forgiving. Forgiveness is one of his traits. What is it? Kshanti, forgiveness. Even if that person has tried, someone went to shoot Satya Sai Baba, or went to with gun or with a knife, I don't know, but the security guards caught him, and they said, okay, call the police. Police came. So now who is going to say? Nobody is going to say anything till Satya Baba, Sai Baba doesn't say anything. He says, no, he didn't do anything. He became his devotee after that. Angulimal went to kill Buddha, Gautam Buddha, because only the last finger was left. He was making his mala of 108 fingers. He had killed 107 and got 107 fingers. Now he wanted the 108th thumb, I think so. Thumb or finger, whatever it was. And when he went to kill, and that also not in the front, from the back or somewhere he was killing, and when he lifted his hand could not come down. Hand could not come down. Did Gautam Buddha have a grudge against you? Try to kill me, I'll show you who I am. देखो पता क्या है? I am Gautam Buddha. Don't you know that? Don't mess with me, man. अभी तो सिर्फ हाथ ही ऊपर अटका है, अभी जान भी अटकाऊंगा तेरी मैं. No revenge attitude in a Brahmin. Ever forgiving. For the heiniest of act by anyone else, still forgiving. Such is the function of a Brahmin. Then next one, Arjavam, straightforward. But straightforward does not mean blunt. straightforward with compassion. Arjun was Arjava. He had this quality. He was straightforward. Jnanam Vijnanam. Jnanam is knowledge, and Vijnanam is the ability to put that knowledge into action. The technique, the methodology, the acumen to use the knowledge at the right time to put it into practice so as to reach the divinity, to be one with the divinity. See? Astikyam, divinity. In this way, what's the time? Time hai. Jnaneshwar Maharaj says, Tari sarvendriyanchi avritti घेऊनी आपुल्या हाती बुद्धि आत्मया मिळे ये कांती प्रिया जैसी ऐसा बुद्धीचा उपरमू तया नाम मणिपेशमू तो गुणगा उपक्रमू जया कर्माचा आणि बाह्येंद्रियांचे घेडे पिटूनी विधीचे निदंडे ने दिजे अधर्माकडे कहीची जावो. He says, just as a chaste wife embraces her husband in private, so the intellect of a Brahmin along with the senses meets the self. How beautifully Jnaneshwar Maharaj is saying. Just as the chaste wife embraces her husband in private, doesn't go embracing every man that comes along. Hi, my darling. No. As if it's her own, because that husband is her own. He's not someone else's. She's got that connection. Same way, have we recognized who is truly our own? Is the world our own, or is the Atma our own, or the divinity our own? Have you ever been able to make the world your own? If you have been trying, it has been a useless effort, because you eat food, it comes out every morning. Again you have to eat. You can't hold on to anything. You can't hold on to waking. You can't hold on to dream. You can't hold on to sleep. You can't hold on to your children. You can't hold on to your youthfulness. You can't hold on to your black hair. Nothing in this life in this world, you can hold on to. Have you recognized this about yourself in life? That there is nothing in this life that we can hold on to. When this clicks, it cannot click to your body, it cannot click to your senses, it cannot click to your breath, it cannot click to your fickle mind, it can only click to your intellect, buddhi. Because buddhi is the one where decisions are made. And once decision, conviction, once the buddhi understands, hey, I've been running after all this unnecessarily, I've never been able to catch. Then let me at least give myself a chance. A Brahmin, he is inspired by the higher. And the buddhi is continuously contemplating on the Supreme Self, continuously contemplating on the Lord, whichever way you take it. Just as a chaste wife embraces her husband in private, so the intellect of a Brahmin along with the senses meets the self. Why it says along with the senses? Here senses means these five senses plus the mind, the sixth sense. The intellect along with the six senses meets the self. So, in other words, the senses which are normally extroverted, they have become introverted, meaning either senses cannot be introverted, senses job is to look outside only, hear only. Now what is happening? Introverted means that all these senses are not disturbed by any stimuli. The mind is not disturbed by any stimuli. So the senses are listening to the mind is listening to the intellect. If every employee starts doing what they want, big problem. So manager of 10-15 people, then another manager for 10-15 people. You manage this small group. Then above those 5 managers there is another manager, then there is a regional manager, then there is a country manager, isn't it? Now if from the bottom rung everyone starts doing what they want, then the managers do what they want, and then the senior managers do what they want, regional managers do what they want, then big problem. The company will never reach its targets. It will never be able to function properly. Same thing with the country also. If every state decides I will do my own thing, then the country will not be able to function. Same thing with the body also. And that is where we are. Why there is a breakup in our personality, why there is pain, misery, dukkham. It is only because the senses want to do what they want, the mind does what it wants, intellect feels important in front of the mind and the senses and the body. It's like that Arjuna's horse, all the 5 horses running in different directions. What will happen to that chariot? It will eventually topple over. No, but there is a charioteer. But that charioteer is not able to control the horses. Krishna is not sitting there. Someone else is sitting there. He doesn't have the strength to hold, to command the 5 horses. Until and unless all 5 horses don't walk in the same direction, the chariot will never reach the destination. Isn't it? This is what was happening to our life, Baba. ये अच्छा है, ये कपड़ा कितना अच्छा है. I like this silky. What a beautiful feeling. I have not tasted this ice cream. 2 years lockdown. Let's go. Jump into the shopping center. Eat that ice cream. Buy this, buy that. Take this, take that. Brahmana, he has assessed that there are no permanent answers possible by getting involved in the world through the senses and the mind. So what is to be done? Withdraw the senses, withdraw the mind. How will you withdraw? By force. Sometimes it is required, but better way, by understanding. Change your convictions. Change your conviction. One day your conviction was, I am a bachelor. Next day, why next day? One moment. When the Mangal Sutra is put around your neck, what is the conviction? Now I am a wife. I got freedom to give trouble. Till now I had no one to trouble to. Conviction I am talking about, not troubling. Okay, that is only masala. conviction. Then I am a mother, conviction change. Now she starts serving the child more than the husband. See? Conviction. No doubt. As long as our intellect is getting pulled outwards, doubt will be there. Well, doubt is not in the intellect, doubt is in the mind. Clarity is in the intellect. We have to make it happen. Unclarity is in the mind. So invoke the decision making faculty, invoke the ability to understand, invoke the right understanding. Such is a Brahmana. And when this is happening naturally, now how, tell me, some of you who have been doing japa, were you born doing japa in life? Maybe you were born in a Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra family, who does not matter. But you heard the satsang or you met some Mahatma and you started doing japa, and your senses are under your control. The mind is continuously chanting the japa, a japa jap is going on. You are there. The Brahmana Lakshana, in that area, Brahmana Lakshana is expressing itself. But he is very dirty. That maybe he has to work on that. It will come about. He is so intoxicated with the japa that he is not taking care of the outside. It's not a problem. It can happen. See? Continuing. 9 बज गए यार. Just one more sentence. Okay, we will leave it here only. Just as a chaste wife embraces her husband in private, so the intellect of a Brahmin along with the senses meets the self. This serene state of the intellect is known as self-control, and all his actions arise from that quality. When our intellect along with the senses and mind are at the altar of the divinity, contemplating on the divinity, in other words, we are aware all the time, we are continuously having the connection with the divinity, the divine Lord. Then the senses and the mind will not go out of control. And all, then he says here, the control and all actions arise from that quality. Actions are the gross expressions. Actions are the gross expressions. Just as what is gross? Just take one. Vacha is the gross. Speech is gross. What is speech? What are the words that are coming out to you? They are nothing but thoughts in the mind appearing as words from the mouth. How are the thoughts formed in the mind? What is the cause? What is that basis? I'm not talking about the reality right now. What is the foundation on which these thoughts are getting formed? That is based upon the convictions of the intellect. And what is the conviction of the intellect? That I am not speaking. I am only a medium. This is the conviction. So when that conviction is there, then that type of thoughts will appear, because mind will think all the time. Its job is to think or not to think. So when it thinks, it will think based upon what convictions, what notions, what you have programmed your intellect with. And those thoughts alone will express as words. exactly the same thing. What is saying is exactly the same. So rather than doing physical exercises, asana, pranayam to change yourself, change your convictions. Change your convictions, change your notions of life. And what is the ultimate one? I am not the jiva, I am of the nature of the self. That is the ultimate notion, no? We'll leave it here. Okay, thoda sa hi hai. The second quality chastises the unruly sense organs by showing them cudgels in the form of scriptural injunctions and prevents them from going astray. In other words, a Brahmana is a person who has utter faith in the scriptural injunctions. He does not say, my truth is my truth, your truth is your truth. No, we say scriptures are the ones which guide us what is true and what is false. We'll talk about it more in our next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sit quietly for a moment.